IWC World Wrestling Podcast. We are back finally after, I don't know, what was it, a month hiatus?
Yeah, I'd say about a month, maybe a month and a half.
Yeah, we were set to record before Atlanta. Then we decided not to do that because I was going to be in Atlanta and figured, it'd be a hassle. Then I got back from
And
Atlanta.
then we all got sick.
Yeah, we all got sick. I couldn't. My voice was completely shot for 3 straight weeks. I finally got it back.
You got that damn dirty bird flu.
Dirty bird flu. So did the Falcons apparently because they lost 5 straight, and now we lost our quarterback for the season. There's a lot we missed in wrestling. There's a tournament going on for John Cena. Obviously, Gunther's probably gonna win it.
The last time is now tournament.
Gunther's probably gonna win it, but we'll get into that when we get into our Raw review. But let's talk about, speaking of Cena, even though I said John Cena. John Cena is now the IC champion. He has completed his Grand Slam. Took him long enough. I think he is the longest ever the longest time to win the Grand Slam title. The shortest I think was Dolph Ziggler, or was it Dean Ambrose?
Either Dolph Ziggler or
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
It was Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose was the shortest to get the Grand Slam title, which is when you win the 4 major titles. You win the tag team titles, the 2 world titles, and the 2. Well, at the time, it was the 1 world title for Dean, and the 2 mid titles, the United States and IC title. John Cena finally beat. Obviously, I knew it was going to happen once Dom came out in Boston and they challenged.
Started raising his mouth to both John and Hunter.
So I knew right there and then he was going to lose. But I also knew that there was no way in hell Cena was going to walk into his last match as the Intercontinental Champion. So I knew, and because Survivor Series is in San Diego, I was not shocked that Cena is facing Dom for the IC title. Dom will win it back at Survivor Series, get his big win, and then Gunther will retire John Cena. That's a hell of a resume right there, technically retiring Goldberg and John Cena. I mean, I don't think Gunther needs it, but Gunther is probably going to be the one that retires John Cena. So yes,
especially when the IC title is basically the title that put him on the map on the main roster.
Yeah, and that was my biggest concern, is if Cena was holding that title going into that match, Gunther shouldn't win the tournament because he doesn't need the IC title. He is above that. Right now, Gunther, in my opinion, is he's on pace to win another world championship. And I would love for him to have another world title run. I don't know when it will happen, but he will be world champion again. But let's get into our Raw review. It kicks off with Cena coming out. Talking about this is his last ever Monday Night Raw. And it's in Madison Square Garden, where he
Very sick.
Hey Justin.
Yeah.
All right. So Cena comes out, talks about yada yada yada. Then Dom interrupts him and challenges him for a title match at Survivor Series, and then it leads to the Judgment Day coming out, beating up John Cena. Then comes out Sheamus. Then comes out Ray, and we get a 6-man tag match to start Monday Night Raw.
I was really hoping for somebody like the tag team champions with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee to come down.
Yeah, I thought
AJ
that was
Styles come down like, hey.
Because they're in a feud with
Nobody
Judgment
can
Day.
up John Cena but me.
They're technically still in a feud with Judgment Day, so I was expecting AJ Styles and Dragon Lee to come out. But
no, I was waiting for him to come out and say, hey, nobody can beat up John Cena but me.
What are Luke Gallows and Carl? Are they back in New Japan?
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
All right, so
they actually have their own like indie promotion with Talking Shop.
That's cool. So anyways,
their
the match,
podcast, just like what the Major Bros did, they kind of turned their podcast into like a small wrestling company.
So this match was back and forth. It had its moments. All 3 wrestlers did the 10 bells. All 3 wrestlers did the 5-knuckle shuffle. Then Ray hit.
I love how Sheamus did that. Sheamus was standing in the center. He's like, no, Cena, you need to be here in the center.
Ray did his 619 into a bro kick and an attitude adjustment. Cena, Sheamus, and Ray win. Obviously, Cena's going to win this last match on
It was definitely a really heartwarming match. Seeing
Well,
Cena out there teaming with one of his
yeah,
biggest rivals
and
and one of his best friends.
obviously they're doing this because Cena is going to be losing his last two matches. He's losing at Survivor Series and he's losing to potentially Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event in DC, which we can't go because we will be in New York. But honestly, I don't think I want to go because those ticket prices are fucking insane.
Yeah, Will was telling me that he was trying to get tickets for it, and the nosebleeds are like $600.
I saw a grand, almost a grand.
Yeah, Wilford from Produce, he was saying like they're like between $600 to $1,200 just for nosebleed
Yeah,
seats.
it's terrible. So yeah, that was the opening of Monday Night Raw. Then we had backstage. We had the recap of Drew showing up, joining the Vision for War Games. Then it shows the backstage of Nick Aldis and them. Then comes in Paul Heyman and he's laughing, and he hands them a contract and say, "Wait, you don't. If the fourth man pissed you off, you're not going to be able to handle the fifth."
Wait till you see the fifth.
Obviously, we knew right there then it was going to be fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and of course we know that CM Punk's final man was
Roman
the
Reigns.
tribal chief.
Obviously, it's going to be Roman Reigns. You have Roman Reigns has been in I think the last 4 War Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted it to be Cena, to have Cena as his final Survivor Series.
We talked about this a little bit. Yeah,
his first War Games.
We talked about this a little bit, Justin. But I feel like when Cena won the IC title, it was obvious that it was going to be him and Dom at Survivor Series, which I think is the better of the two.
I don't know. It could have led to Dom putting the title up against putting the AAA title up against Ray at Survivor Series.
Yeah, but
and
I think
Cena compete.
Yeah, but I think
the War Games and then end with the winner getting the title.
I think they're saving that. They're saving that match for the next Triple Mania. I do think Ray and Dom will fight at the next Triple Mania, where Ray will beat him for the AAA championship. But I do think Dom
and maybe hang up the mask forever.
Yeah, I think Dom beating Cena in San Diego is a little bit better because Cena gets to put over Dom, which Dom has done. This year has been Dom's best work, and he's getting better on the mic, and he's to the point where I think he'd be an early favorite to win the Money in the Bank next year. So I think Cena and Dom at Survivor Series is a little bit the better choice, and then going with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, because Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar have a rivalry too. Let's not ignore that.
Yeah.
So
but it's kind of dormant.
It is, and I do like that Roman Reigns came in sleeve. Roman Reigns. Let's not forget that Roman Reigns had a fucking sleeve on, one sleeve. It looks so weird. He came in and he fucking beat the shit out of everyone.
They think it's either scars from his leukemia medicine or a new tattoo.
It could be a new tattoo. But honestly, when we get into next week's
when
predictions,
when Brock the Reed attacked him from behind, I looked right at Justin. I was like, oh, another pair of shoes go missing.
the way he my biggest problem with that moment when we get into it is Roman Reigns, when he's going for the tsunami, Roman Reigns gets up way too quick. Roman Reigns just like he gets knocked down completely.
Yeah.
And then he just gets up. He got right up. It's like, so anyways, yeah, this was teasing the fifth member. So then we get into I think it's the Stephanie Vaquer. That's the next thing. Yeah, Stephanie. Oh no, then we have they come back out and it's showing the Judgment Day getting in the face of comedian, and then Cam Scattaboo gets in the face of I don't know if it was Dom or JD McDonough.
Dom.
Was it Dom? So that was a good.
Yeah.
That was a great moment. A lot of fans were booing.
One thing we should touch on is the two mystery opponents that were on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, we'll get into that when we get to the match, which is I think it's after the segment. So then we have the Stephanie Vaquer stuff. They show Nikki attacking Stephanie Vaquer. Then they were gonna. Stephanie Vaquer comes out. Nikki comes out and starts beating her up. Slams her head into the centerpiece of the entranceway before you go into Gorilla. And then Nikki splats how that she made this division, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, but I don't want... Even says right here,
Nikki sounds like a damn robot on the mic.
It says right here.
I did it. I did that.
Yeah.
Her voice is so monotone when she talks on the mic. It's so annoying.
Looking at this review right here, that the website I'm looking at, even this person said Nikki's mic work was flat, and it looks silly that Valkyrie had to stay down and listen rather than fight back. I don't want to go through another boring ass Nikki Bella fucking World Championship title run. Stephanie needs to beat her and move on. Just beat her at Survivor Series and move on.
Brie didn't even have good mic skills.
Yeah, but Brie is more likable.
Neither of them did.
Brie is more likable, in my opinion. Brie is more likable because of Daniel Bryan. Her and Daniel Bryan were more of likable characters. She, in my opinion, had more of a character than Nikki. Nikki is that I'm big and tough and I'm gonna beat you, whereas Brie is the underdog and she
the girl next door, the underdog.
Yeah. So I feel like Brie Bella.
It's a typical female twin.
Yeah, Brie
it's
Bella.
The hot one and the girl next door.
Brie Bella
was
the
nerdy one.
Yeah, Brie Bella was the more relatable one, which is why I think she's a little bit better, and she was more.
And the Jock's gonna like the nerdy one more than the.
Yeah, and Nikki Bella. Reason why another thing she gets so much hate is because when she was with Cena, she was given everything. She was given a Divas World Championship run. She was given this. She was given that. So it's like, I get it. And having Nikki back, that's and having Stephanie beat her, but there's so many other women's wrestlers on the roster that Stephanie can fight. I mean, there's Julia. What the fuck are they doing with Julia? Like they completely botched her U.S. title run. Lyra. Well, I think Lyra right now she's in with Bayley, which I think they're leading towards a match. I think ultimately Bayley will turn heel on Lyra. I do think Bayley will be the one that beats Maxine Dupree for the IC title. When we get into that later in the Raw. So anyways, up next we have the segment with the Rhea Ripley. Speaking of Bayley, they have Asuka asks Bayley to be part of her team, be the fifth and final woman, right? Yeah, fifth and final woman.
Bayley says go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Bayley says go fuck yourself. Then Lyra tries to give her a high five, and then Bayley calls her an idiot and walks off. She calls her, what are you, 5? So there's that, which makes me think I don't think Lyra or Bayley are going to be part of the War Games. So Solo, we'll get into I think who will be part of the War Games. Solo comes out and we have this entrance. Yeah, right. She's won a title. She's won a mid-card title before Chad Gable. Shit. But anyway, Solo comes out with Tala Tonga. Solo comes out with Tala Tonga. Well, no, he's won a tag team title. He's won tag team title with.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, singles title.
Yeah, singles title. He won with Bobby Roode and Jason Jordan. When they first debuted on the main roster, they beat. They were the ones that. Did they beat? I don't know if they beat. You know who should have showed up in the mystery opponents? Heath Slater. Anyways, speaking of mystery opponents, I said this before the show came on. I said I have a feeling that I'm calling it now. It's going to be Dolph Ziggler because it was Matt Cardona on Friday.
Justin and I knew that it was probably going to be Dolph Ziggler because he was literally just at a House of Glory show in New York, like literally the day before, where he battled Amazing Red, and I'll have to post that match on the on our chat. That match was amazing. It was so good.
Yeah,
Nick Nemeth and Amazing Red.
Here's where a lot of people are pissed off. Dolph Ziggler, one of the two mystery opponents, should have advanced. I'm fine with Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder not advancing because it's LA Knight. Solo should have not advanced. Solo does not need any Solo. I get it. You wanna push Solo, but really, in reality, Solo is a mid-carder. Solo is not this great guy.
One thing with Solo winning that a lot of people hated. What about this shit with him and Sammy? Is that just going to shit to bed now?
I think Sammy's gonna cost him his next match. I think Sammy's
another thing is I kind of wish the mystery opponent was somebody like Zilla Fatu.
Yeah.
Because if you look at a lot of the people who were in this tournament, had a personal connection with John.
Outside of LA Knight.
And
and Damian Priest.
But somebody like Zilla Fatu, you guys think his father was Umaga.
Yeah.
One of Cena's biggest opponents.
Yeah, one of his biggest opponents and one of the biggest people that he freaking buried when he became Super Cena. It was him and wasn't Bobby Lashley, because Bobby Lashley and him had a really good match at was it Great American Bash. Great Khali, they only had I think one match. So
Great Khali is practically retired. He's still doing a lot of work, and I can't see Batista doing it. Batista's so out of shape.
Only thing
Batista retired. Batista's retired though. Batista already came out and said he's retired.
I can possibly see him maybe showing up at the final match to come like as a part of a cavalcade to send him off.
Honestly, I hope.
Have a lot of.
There are so many people. Obviously John Cena is going to be the headline for the 2026.
I hope they have JBL on call.
There's so many guys. There's so many guys.
That would be great.
Yeah, there's so many guys you can do to introduce John Cena. You can have Kurt Angle, who introduced him, was the one that helped him. He was the debut guy when Cena debuted. Undertaker. But the one I really want, and I hope he's able to do it, but I don't know because of his contract. But then again, Billy Gunn was at, I think, what was last year's Hall of Fame or the year before that, and he was still under contract.
It was the year before that.
Edge, I would love.
It was the year. It was the year before that because that was when DX went in.
Yeah, I would really love.
Yeah, that was the one that would be Hall of Fame classic.
I would really love for Edge to be the one that introduces him, because, like I said, Edge, and that's why I was hoping Edge would be the final opponent for Cena, but because Edge was out with injury and his contract actually technically ended up in October, but because he's been out for almost a year, Tony Khan extended it to, I think, till at least the after WrestleMania. So Edge is out of the equation. Yeah. So Edge would have been an excellent final opponent, but I still think maybe Tony Khan can throw WWE a bone and let Edge be the one to induct John Cena to the Hall of Fame, because obviously Edge and Cena, biggest rivalry.
If anybody to induct him, it's Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's another one. Like I said, those two, CM Punk, those are the three. When I think of John Cena, and I think like memorable rivalries outside of Kurt Angle.
Him and Randy are as much brothers as Randy and Cody.
Same thing with like when you think of Randy Orton's three top rivals, you think of Triple H, you think of Batista, you think of John Cena. That entire segment where he punt kicked John Cena's father, Mick Foley too. But Mick Foley could also be Edge as well, because they had an amazing WrestleMania 22 match. That spear,
the flaming table spot.
Yeah, the spear into the flaming table was amazing.
What about Randy Orton throwing Mick Foley down the stairs at Backlash?
That was pretty good too. But I think when I think of Randy Orton, I think of sadistic Randy Orton, like in 2009, where he handcuffed John Cena to the post and he beat the shit out of him until he started bleeding. I think of
Legacy John Cena.
Legacy Randy Orton. He DDT'd Stephanie McMahon. I almost said Stephanie back here. Stephanie McMahon kissed her while Triple H was handcuffed to the ring. See, that was sadistic Randy Orton, but I feel like that was the peak of Randy Orton and John Cena's rivalry along with Triple H around that time. I do think, but when it comes to Cena's ultimate rival, I think it's Edge, because he has way more memorable moments with Edge. You got Edge, John Cena throwing.
Like I told Ryan, picture John Cena today. John Cena today or Superman and Lex. They're the polar opposite of each other. You have the rock star, you have the jock.
Yeah. And like I said, yeah, you're right with that. And I say like this, like, if you think about it, how many I can name 5 great moments between Edge and John Cena. There's the one where Cena throws him to the bay. There's the hotel scene, where Cena comes in and
the live sex show.
The live sex show. But did Cena interrupt that?
I think so.
The hotel scene where Cena just beats the shit out of Edge. I think he force feeds him steak. Then you have the moment in Boston where Edge beats him, and then you have the one of my favorite moments in before that, the Rob Van Dam Cena match where Edge spears him, and he has like I think thousands and thousands of ECW fans chanting "Thank you, Edge, for spearing the shit out of Cena, allowing RVD to win the match." And then you have the ultimate one where Cena puts Edge. I think this was their last match until when they fought for the World Heavyweight Championship. Cena put him through 2 tables on a 16-foot ladder and then won the title in Toronto. I think ultimately you look at that when you.
What about when he hit both Edge and Big Show with the double AA?
And WrestleMania 25. Yes, that was after the rivalry they had in 2006. Yes, that was amazing too. So like I think ultimately when they induct,
and then you can't forget the one comedic spot they had together where Rey Mysterio broke the locker room.
Yeah,
where he's doing the pull-ups on the on the shelf, the shelf breaks.
That was fantastic. Yes, that was fantastic.
Once the shelf breaks, once the shelf breaks, Bray hits the floor. You're holy moly.
That was, like I said, they had some memorable moments. I do think when WWE they started inducting in matches right last year, or was it this year that they're inducting? Yeah. So I think ultimately
that was 2 years ago. They started 2 years ago.
Yeah, ultimately I do think Edge and Cena will probably get a match eventually. I do think the TLC match at Unforgiven will be the one. Yeah, that will be the one that gets inducted into because that was a hell of a match. I mean, you have tables. I
only remember that show because it was Stratus's last pay.
Yeah, you had table spots, you had ladder spots, you had freaking Lita trying to win the title for Edge, and then she goes through a table. Edge goes through a table. Cena goes through a table. Then Edge goes through tables through a 16-foot ladder to end it. That
I will say probably my by far my favorite Edge ladder spot is when he spears Jeff Hardy off the hanging title.
Was that was the tag team match, right?
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Yeah, tag team match.
That's by far my favorite ladder spot of Edge's, period.
Oh, 100%. Edge. That was one of my favorite of Edge's as well.
Also, like when he got chokeslammed through the 4 tables by Undertaker.
But another thing to look at: Cena will retire never quitting. He's never lost an I Quit match.
Yep.
And he's had some good I Quit matches. My favorite's still the JBL one. Even
that Capital Punishment.
No,
that was Miz.
Punishment was R-Truth.
That was R-Truth. That wasn't an I Quit match. There was JBL.
Oh, that was the one he did the remix with JBL going, I quit.
Yeah.
Quit. I quit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That was JBL. Because that was the match that JBL came out with.
Oh yeah, editors insert sound clip here, please.
The original. The original title, the original undisputed title, JBL came out and Cena. That was right after Cena debuted the Spinner Belt. Then you have the I Quit match in 2009 between him and Orton, which really ramped up the rivalry between the two. Breaking Point, the only time they used that pay-per-view. Then he did the one with Batista at Over the Limit. Then you had Over the Limit again with Miz. Then you had
that one with Batista was that the one where he duct taped Batista's feet to the?
No, that was the last man standing match at Extreme Rules. Because then Batista said, "Yeah, that was the way to write off Batista because he was leaving for Hollywood. So Cena put him through the ramp."
What about the one? What was the match? When was the match that Big Show chokeslammed Cena through the spotlight?
That was the last man standing match. I think that was No Way Out.
Yeah, that was No Way Out right before the
20, 25. Yeah, WrestleMania 25 was right before that. My least favorite.
But I will say, with Cena going retiring, it's a huge hit for, we'll say, our generation.
Yeah.
Just like millennials in general.
Yeah,
Cena was the wrestler of the millennium.
If you look at it, Cena has spanned 4 eras. He spanned the ruthless. He started the ruthless aggression era. He entered the PJ. He started the PJ era. He started the new era. Is it new age? Not. It's new age era.
Oh, the new wave.
The new, yeah. He started that. Well, he didn't start that, but he was part of it. And then now he's in the new one, which is I like to call the streaming era. This is the streaming
Netflix era. We'll say the Netflix era.
Yeah, the Netflix era.
I actually saw something funny earlier. Roman Reigns' Universal reign lasted longer than the entire Attitude Era.
I thought the Attitude Era lasted.
Never defended it.
I thought the Attitude Era lasted 5 years.
It's from Survivor Series 97 to WrestleMania 18. That's only 1,226 days. Roman Reigns' world title reign was 1,335 days.
I could have sworn it lasted until 2001. Because like the invasion.
Yeah, they said WrestleMania 18 was when it.
I was like,
the Attitude Era.
The invasion angle from ECW and WCW was the end of the Attitude Era.
And they count that as a whole different era.
Yeah,
that I could see that. I do remember them talking about the invasion era.
Yeah. So anyways, let's get back into it. Solo spikes Dolph Ziggler, wins it. Then we get Alexa Bliss backstage. She comes out. She says Charlotte Flair has ignored all her messages. We all know that Charlotte Flair will be the 4th member. Let's stop ignoring that. Then comes out Asuka. She walks out with Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend, and they start. They mocked her for being alone. Then comes out Rhea. Comes out Io.
And Nia Jax almost has another wardrobe malfunction where her tits pop
out. Ultimately, I do think I think next week we'll see Flair join. Friday we'll probably see Flair end up joining the team, and then Monday we'll see the two when we get into them. Who I think, which is the next match, I think will be the 2 final members. So yeah, we had a broadcast team hyped up the War Games match between Punk, Rhodes, the Usos versus Bronson, the Bronsons. Or the Bronze and Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, and then they announced the Stephanie McMahon Nikki Bella match for Survivor Series and the John Cena Dominic Mysterio match. All right, so then we get into an interview with John Cena, who spoke about being polarizing the audiences, blah blah blah. So then we get into the title match, Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. This was an okay match. I think Dupree looked really good in this match. I do think she's gotten better. I will admit that she's gotten better. I don't think she has.
She's gotten better every single match.
Yeah, she's gotten better, but she's not all there. I do think this is going to be short-lived. I do ultimately think Bayley will win the title off of her, and it won't even this will be a fond memory. Ultimately, AJ Lee returns, costs Becky Lynch the title. Opening the door for Becky Lynch and AJ Lee to join the War Games matches, which I do think will ultimately be the case here. I think Becky Lynch will join Team Asuka because they want more star power, and AJ Lee, obviously feuding with Becky Lynch, will be put on Team Rhea. I'm curious to see how AJ Lee will perform in a match like that.
We finally showed him up, and possibly AJ to join the. You're cutting out, bud.
What'd you say, Ryan? You cut out for a minute. Hold on.
We'll be back there. These messages.
Yeah. So yeah.
The Survivor Series teams.
Yeah. I will, like I said, I'm interested to see what AJ Lee does in this match.
All we keep hearing is yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. We are having some technical difficulties.
All right. You good now?
We'll be back right after these.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I am interested to see how she looks in this War Games match potentially, Ryan. I'm a little concerned with her neck. But
yeah, big time.
So
between her neck and Rhea's face.
Rhea's always she's always busting her face before War Games. So, anyways, this gets into our
second year in a row.
Yeah, final and last opening round match between Gunther and Javon Evans. Gunther has returned with his original theme song. So does that mean he's coming back as Walter soon? I hope so. So, anyways, the Gunther and Javon Evans have a really good match. Ultimately, Gunther wins. Javon Evans has come a long way.
Sounds like he's playing the piano.
Javon Evans has come a long way.
That's the big time now. There we go. But yeah, there's no way Javon would have even gotten close to beating Gunther.
Yeah.
I actually think this might be the first time those shows ever fought.
It's the first time they fought.
Gunther was in WWE World.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He put on a really good show. Javon Evans has done the fact that him and Tiffany Stratton are probably and even Oba, the three to look at to be able to just develop so quickly.
The only thing I get with that, Gunther really doesn't do well with high flyers.
He had a good match with Javon Evans, though, I will say. Yeah, Gunther's more of a hard hitting. He's like an old school wrestler. He likes the ground and pound. His match with Ilya Dragunov still to today is probably arguably one of the best matches.
He's one of those guys that helps it.
Yeah.
Runs. That's why him and Jenny have the.
Yeah. So ultimately, Gunther wins, and then we have the final moment. The Vision comes out. Paul. So Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Paul Heyman made their entrance as they're introduced as the Vision, which kind of confirms Logan Paul is part of the Vision now. Drew McIntyre comes out, which makes me sigh of relief a little bit, knowing that he's only going to be with the Vision for one PLE, and then he's done. Then he can go back to what he's doing. Then Punk, his music hits. Then comes out Jay. Then Jay and Jimmy come out. Then Cody Rhodes comes out. But then Paul.
The advantage match.
Yeah. Paul gets into a GTS, and then you know what's gonna happen here. Brock Lesnar's music hits. Brock Lesnar comes down, beats the shit out of everyone. All hell breaks loose. Beats the shit out of everyone. German suplex for everyone. Then the OTC chant comes out, and you know damn well.
No, it's not German suplex. He was hitting Punk with belly.
What was he? It said right here he had 2 German suplexes.
It's Cody Rhodes German suplex.
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that was on Cody.
Okay, Roman Reigns. It says right here who hit Punk with a pair of German suplexes. Okay. But anyways, Roman Reigns made his entrance, comes out, Superman punches Brock Lesnar.
They were belly to belly.
Well, they belly. Okay, so Superman punches Brock Lesnar. Then comes Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed hits him, going for a tsunami. Reigns gets up quick, and Superman punches Reed off the top rope, which looked amazing. And then what they missed was Punk choked Paul with the kendo stick. that was funny. That was fucking
kendo stick, which was broken earlier in that night.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was the exact kendo stick that Charlotte used.
Yeah, that was
because it had that little tip broke off.
That was fucking hilarious. So yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. Yeah. So that was Monday Night Raw.
Not really much to talk on SmackDown from last week.
No, not really. Besides the Drew showing up, Claymoring Cody Rhodes, and signing the contract to join the Vision War Games match. My question is, what the hell? Where the fuck is the Wyatt Six? Where the fuck are the Wyatt Six? They were feuding with the MFT, and now they're just disappeared. So let's get into NXT Gold Rush. Let's get into NXT Gold Rush. That's tonight. We have a couple major matches.
I did read something that a new person to the Wyatt Six just yet, even as a 5th member to fill in for a final male spot.
Yeah.
Because they feel like it won't fit.
Okay. We'll continue to monitor that.
That's pretty much what Triple H is.
Yeah. we'll continue to
That's pretty
monitor
much
that.
what Triple H's thing was about.
Yeah. So right now tonight we
Gold
have
Rush Week.
Tatum Paxley versus JC Jane. We have the North American Championship, Blake Monroe versus Sol Ruka. Then we have the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships between
Chelsea and
Green
Ethan versus
Thea and Joe. I believe in Thea. Then we have Dark State versus Slater and Evans. I feel like when we get to predictions in a minute, I'll talk about it. And then that's basically all the matches we have. I'm sure Oba will show up and we'll get a match for NXT Deadline, which is the next PLE for NXT.
Well, Gold Rush is supposed to be 2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
It's supposed to be 2 nights. So it's this week and next week.
So we might get Oba next week. I have a feeling Oba's going to win the title back. I feel like Ricky Saints is getting called up, and it's not going to be Oba. So anyways, let's kick it off with the NXT Tag Team Championships. Let's kick that off quick. This will not be for any titles. We're just making predictions. We're gonna slowly get back. Hold on, we're gonna slowly get.
I gotta give it to my indie boys, Leon and Javon.
Really? I could see it. So before we do our predictions, but Ryan already made his. We're gonna slowly move back into doing the titles. Because we've been away for so long. I'm thinking after Survivor Series, so we'll do Survivor Series as a way to get contenders and stuff, and then the next PLE after that, we'll get back into the run of things. So, anyways, yeah, Ryan picks Slaters and Evans.
How about we do Royal Rumble title?
Or I have a suggestion. We do the women and the men's. If you get both of them right, it's for both titles. It's just for both titles. Like ultimately, but you have to get them both right. So both have to be right. If not, if you get one right, you win that title, and if you have to drop the other title. So say say your title's on line for the women's, I get that right, so then I drop the World ICW or PCW Championship, and that becomes vacant, and then I win the other title. But we'll talk about that when we get into the Royal Rumble. That's not for another 3 months. So Ryan picks Slater and Evans. Justin, I'm assuming you're going the same way.
Yeah, just I fucking hate Dark State.
I don't like
Steak Watch Sugar. That's the only person.
I don't like Dark State, but they've been growing on me, and I feel like it's.
I think Dion has been.
It's too soon. It's too soon to drop the titles. They just won them back from the Hardy Boys. So I think they'll retain the titles. Because I have a feeling.
They just remind me of a Thanks, folks.
Technical difficulty, folks. Hold on. But Justin is Ryan. Back out and rejoin.
Yeah, Romeo.
Yeah.
Back out and rejoin. See if that fixes it. So yeah, Ryan and Justin pick Slater and Javon Evans. I'm going Dark State. All right, let's see if that fixes it.
And we're back.
All right, so yeah, like I said, I don't know. It might be too soon to take the titles back off of them because they just recently run them at Halloween Havoc. So is it too soon to take it off of them?
Feel like if you bought the Shield off a TV.
No, they're worse than that.
Not even wish, man.
They're fucking the Timu of what was that pandemic team? Retribution. They're the fucking Timu Retribution. So anyways, let's get into our next match.
Without the stupid names and masks.
Yeah, the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championship, Chelsea Green and Ethan Page versus Thea Hale and Joe Hendry. WWE is so high in Joe Hendry, I will not be shocked if they win the titles here.
It's Team Canada.
Yeah,
got the more out there with him.
But Joe Hendry is the more pop. He is the WWE is more. They're more high in Joe Hendry than they are Ethan Page and Chelsea.
I just want to see Thea keep flipping people over the ring finger. I don't know what that's all about.
But I do think Hale and Hell and Hendry.
I just thought she has a butterfly tattoo on her ass.
I don't know if it's going to be here, but I do think ultimately they will win the title from Green and Page. Joe Hendry is already signed. Technically, I don't know. It's not official yet, but he's already planning on signing with WWE anyways. So he will be
I heard that he already has, but he's still under contract with TNA until February. So I don't know how that happened.
Unless they bought him out.
They might have bought him out.
That could be.
Honestly, at this point, he's already
agreed to a buyout.
At this point, well, obviously, I think ultimately WWE is just going to buy TNA. Joe Hendry's Joe Hendry's already a WWE superstar anyway. He's on NXT more than he's on TNA. Let's just admit that. So Joe Hendry
is with the way they're doing the whole thing with Red Sinclair.
Yeah.
They're trying not to get her to say his name.
that was fantastic. But if you watch the scene where Thea Hale comes over, Elbow Fire is actually motioning her to come. If you notice that, she's actually motioning her to come to walk through and say, "I believe in Joe Hendry." The Joe Hendry stints have been great backstage in NXT. Obviously, if Oba does beat Ricky Saints for the title, I think Joe Hendry beats him at Stand and Deliver. So I ultimately do think that might be why Oba hasn't gone to the main roster, is they'll have, because like I said, there's still a couple of guys that Oba Femi could fight. I think Ricky Saints, he's had a couple months with the title. I think he is fine going to the main roster. I do think it's time to move him up. The main roster could use a guy like him. I do think the main roster could use Oba Femi too, but I just feel like there's nothing for Oba Femi right now. The John Cena. Yeah, Oba Femi, the only shot I think Oba Femi would have had going to the main roster is if he was part of the John Cena last time now tournament, but he's not. So, anyways, are you guys both taking Hale and Hendry as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the second to last match. This is probably going to be a win. A retain here. I don't think Blake Monroe is losing that title, and when she does, she's instantly going into the NXT Women's Championship to win the title. Sol Ruca is going to be moving up to maybe the main roster, potentially moving to the main roster. I don't think she needs a run with the NXT Women's Championship. She's ready. I also do think Zarya she has one more feud left in her in NXT, and that's with Zarya. I do think this is where Zarya turns on her, and we have Blake Monroe retaining the title. What about you guys?
I could see that too. Or even Sol coming out on top and Zarya getting jealous and turn on her then.
I do think
that would
be a great,
make it a feud over the title.
But how much of that would hurt Blake Monroe? Is why I'm thinking Blake Monroe retaining. Yeah. Blake Monroe retaining here makes more sense with Zarya interfering and costing over. It could be that Zarya accidentally costs her, that it leads to Zarya turning on her. But I do think Blake Monroe retains.
And Sol loses and Sol.
Yeah. But we all agreement here that we think Blake Monroe is going to retain.
Yes.
Yeah, because like I said, it's too early. It's too early to drop the title. The same thing with the dark, but the difference. Tatum 100%. I think Tatum, because Tatum is set to be I have a feeling that it's going to be Izzy Dam and Tatum.
Izzy.
Yeah, her and Izzy are going to feud. So yeah, I agree. Tatum Paxley.
I gotta go with Tatum. For my guess as well, because I did Crazy Chicks.
I did Crazy. So you were the first AJ Lee fan, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I still remember.
My love for Crazy Chicks went all the way back to AJ. Went back to Lita.
Was Lita crazy? No, it's Mickey James, bro. Mickey James was the first one for me, man. That entire
look at some of the shit that Lita did off of ladders, off of the top rope.
Yeah, but you also got to look at
crazy when it comes to women's wrestling.
Yeah, but you also got to look at you got to look at you got to look at the fact that Mickey James she was the first crazy chick in my opinion, because her character debuted stalking Trish Stratus. And she was obsessed with Trish Stratus. So, She actually got fined and yelled at by Vince McMahon for their segment at, was it, I think, WrestleMania, where she kissed Trish Stratus.
She did the rub and then the lick.
Yeah, so Mickey James was mine.
Yeah,
she was mine. She was my first crazy
Don't
chick.
forget about the other.
No, but like I said, Daphne was the first one.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're all agreeing that Tatum Paxley is winning the title. I do think JC Jane is probably set to. She's probably going to end up feuding with Fallon Henley because she's talked so much shit about her in the past few weeks, which I think
she might turn one. Well, Fallon Henley might turn one.
Yeah, so I feel like she's destined to feud with them. But yeah, Tatum Paxley, we all got Tatum Paxley to win.
Yeah.
So we all got Paxley winning here. So that is Gold Rush, at least for this week. We'll do next week's prediction on, I don't know if you guys will be available Tuesday. So let's move into Full Gear. We have Full Gear, which is this Saturday.
Yeah.
I think Jay White is fighting for the world title.
What?
Samoa Joe.
Is it Samoa Joe?
Samoa Joe versus Hangman.
Okay. Oh, this is 2023. This is 2023. I'm looking at the wrong.
Yeah, Jay White's still hurt.
Yeah, I was like, Jay White needs to go to WWE anyways. Like, get him out of fucking AEW,
dude. I doubt it. He's too injury prone.
Yeah, but
he's probably gonna retire in.
I still think he would have a hell of a run in WWE though, because and he can make it work. He can make it work.
WWE's gonna come back. Look at them, bring it back.
Who are they bringing back?
What's his contract role?
Who is? Mox?
Pac?
What the fuck was his name in WWE? Neville. Yes, Neville.
Adrian Neville.
So we have doesn't say what the fuck 2020 not results 2025. I'm looking for the match card for us because this is the last thing we're gonna do.
We have Doom and Doom versus Pong Device.
All right, here we go. Okay, here's the matches. I got them right here. I got one. So we have Adam Page. We have Adam Page versus Samoa. Okay, so I got it right here.
I'm starting at the bottom and then working over to the main event.
So you have Pac versus Darby Allin. Then you have the Casino Gauntlet match. Oh no, you have before that you had looks like a triple threat tag match. The Outrunners. Four way. The Outrunners.
Caster and Bowens, Bang Bang Gang, and Big Bill and Brian Keith.
You know who I would love to go to WWE? The Gunn brothers. Billy Gunn's kids. I would love them. They would fit so well.
Cole's retired.
Is he?
Yeah. Cole's retired.
Injury retirement.
All right, so then we have the $1 million match between looks like Kenny Drager and Jurassic Express versus Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks. Or Kenny Omega. I don't know why I said Kenny Drager. Kenny Omega. It's the fucking font here. Then we have Full Gear is presented by DC. Then we have the TNT Championship between Kyle Fletcher. I didn't even know he won the title. When did he win the title? Did he win it at WrestleDream?
He's had it.
No, he beat Dustin for it before Dustin got hurt.
And then we have Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, he beat Dustin for it before Dustin went off on his double knee replacement.
Okay. So then we have Brodito versus FTR for the tag team titles. Then we have Mercedes Moné. Oh, she won the fucking championship?
Statlander, yeah.
Yeah, Stat won that in WrestleDream.
No, Statlander won it, right? Oh, okay. No, I'm looking at. I thought Mercedes won it. I'm like, wait a minute, Mercedes didn't win the title yet.
No, she's still the TBS.
She's not.
They should be like a title.
And then we have obviously the main event, which we talked about, had Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. I would love for Samoa Joe to go back to WWE, but I just feel like bridges have been burned. All right, so let's start.
He's too old. He's already said next year's his last year.
Well, he can still come back as like a commentary. I'd love him on commentary, or he'll come back.
Joe's already admitted that he's retiring from the ring.
He could still come back
next year.
I would still love him as a commentary, like that Poncho moment at WrestleMania 37.
But look at all the wrestlers we're losing literally within a few months of each other. We're losing John Cena, we're losing Fandango, and now AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is not retiring until next year. AJ said he's not retiring until next year.
But still, it's within a few months.
Yeah, well, I think
he's in the next year.
Yeah, next year. Next year, AJ Styles for sure. He said he's going to retire next year. He wants to retire right at 50. So let's
the age of 50.
Yeah, so let's get from right to left to right. I don't give a fuck about this first match. I really don't care. I can't stand the boom and doom. I can't stand chocolate chip cookie. Fucking.
I can't stand QT Marshall, so.
The Cusco guys, it's the Costco guys is what they're called. I can't stand them, dude. Fucking RPG Vice, let them win. I want these guys to lose. I didn't even know his dad was.
Vice.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I'm going with that.
His dad wrestled back in the day, and then it was like in the late 90s. He was a jobber for the WWE.
I'm going with Vice.
And WCW.
I'm going to go with Vice. What about you guys?
Yeah, Roppongi Vice all the way. They're a damn good tag team. Rocky Romero, Trent Barretta.
He's undefeated in AEW.
Well, there's that.
AEW has put him over.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so now we have.
He's got a point.
We have, that's pretty good. $200,000. So we're all agreeing that Vice, though. We're all agreeing Vice. $200,000 four-way match. You going boom and doom? Come, get the fuck out of here.
He's undefeated in AEW.
I don't care.
Every time he's booked in AEW, he wins.
All right, so we have.
Tony Khan's got him wrapped around his finger.
Tailgate Brawl four-way. Who are we going here?
I'm gonna give it to the Gun Club.
Gun Club.
Bang Bang Gang.
Well, Bang Bang Gang.
Is that the one? Is that one of the
Gold?
Is that one of the Gun Brothers?
Yeah, it's Austin and Juice.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Juice Robinson. I forgot he was in AEW.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with them as well. I don't know. I like the Outrunners. I love the Outrunners, though. I might go Outrunners.
So do I. I love the Outrunners, but I got to give it to the Bang Bang Gang.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so
Bang Bang Gang.
So you guys are going Bang Bang. I'm gonna agree with you. Bang Bang Gang. Then we have a good match. Darby Allin versus Pac. Darby Allin.
This is actually standing off of what happened during Blood and Guts when Pac put Darby through a flaming table from the top of the entrance ramp.
So I'm gonna let you guys predict.
This is a rematch.
I'm gonna let you guys predict.
I'm gonna go Darby, even though Pac has wonderful endurance, but Darby has heart. And it's Darby's heart that's gonna end up getting him killed some way in this damn ring.
I'm going Pac, much to the fact that I think Death Riders are going to be involved.
Yeah, I can't believe they're doing a Casino Gauntlet match again. Oh, it's to determine the first ever national. They got way too many fucking titles, dude. Way too many fucking titles.
Yeah, NWA is actually kind of hitting them with the cease and desist on this because they already have the national title, and that's exactly what. Oh, MLW too, because of the national openweight title. No, but this is the actual national title. No, but MLW is also because NWA actually owns that title. It's been trademarked, and Billy Corgan's pissed.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Darby Allin as well. But the Gauntlet match, I guess I could go. I'm gonna go Okada. I don't even know if he's in the match. He's already the champion, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he's in it. Nobody's in it. Nobody knows who's. The only people that have been announced for it are Ricochet and Bobby.
Give me Ricochet.
I want Bobby Nasty.
They've been strapping the boots to Ricochet. All right, let's move into the $1 million match. The Young Bucks, Alexander.
Jurassic Express, Kenny Omega.
You going Jurassic Express?
The Pride of North Carolina, Kenny Omega.
He's got to be retiring soon too, man. Like Kenny Omega.
His diverticulitis is really taking his whole on.
All right, so we all taking Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into
the
TN.
They're back together.
Well, they're not technically back together yet. They're still missing. What's his face? Marty.
Well, Marcus Stunt's retiring. Marcus is retiring. He now sends Kia's Yeah, he's actually a used car salesman now. His doctor said if he takes another neck bump, it could paralyze him to the waist.
All right, so we have that
and
sucks.
he's a dad,
So we have a TNT Championship match. I don't think Kyle Fletcher's losing this title. I don't think Kyle Fletcher's losing the title. I don't think Kyle's losing this title. I know, but I don't think Kyle's losing that title. They are just like Will Ospreay. They're very high in Kyle Fletcher. Tony Khan loves Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle will probably lose the title because I think Takeshita is turning on the entire Don Callis family.
Is it? Okay. Who is the new member that joined them?
Well, the most recent member was Clone.
Yeah, he's like a knockoff.
So you guys are going Mark Briscoe. Okay, so you guys are going Mark Briscoe. I'm going Kyle Fletcher. All right, so we have the FTR versus the Brodito. We all agree FTR is not losing this title. But I don't know. Tony Khan does have a hard-on. Tony Khan has a hard-on. Oh, Brody are the champs?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Brody or
they won the tournament for him.
Fucking ridiculous. Of course they did, because Tony Khan has a fucking hard-on for Bandito.
So do
Brody.
Brodito. All right.
No, just Brody.
Yeah,
just Brody. Just Brody. I love Brody King. I love Brody King. Him and Buddy Murphy.
He'll be my Barry to do.
So we have Chris Statlander versus Statlander and Mercedes Moné. I hope to God Mercedes does not. I hope to God she does not win this fucking title. I'm sick and tired. Mercedes has already enough titles.
13.
She doesn't need another fucking title. Let Chris get the win and move on.
This will be 3 titles in AEW alone if she wins.
What's the other title she has?
She's the ROH TV champion.
Oh, okay.
She's the ROH Women's TV champion and the TBS champion.
Ridiculous.
If she wins the women's title, that's 3 in AEW.
Along with 10 others in other indie promotions.
Ridiculous.
She's fucking red velvet.
This would be 4. Because she has the Owen.
Oh, yeah. I don't care about that.
I want Chris to win.
They do in her title history.
I know.
Anyways.
And I'm going Joe.
You going Chris?
Yeah, Statlander. And Hangman over Joe.
Hangman over Joe? I think we're all agreement Hangman over Joe. I don't think the person Hangman's losing that title to isn't wrestling right now. He is... I don't know where the fuck he's been. He's like disappeared.
Filming another movie.
Is he? Is MJF filming another movie?
Yeah, he's...
I think he's going to be part of the cast for Grown Ups 3.
And he's also going to be a cameo in Doomsday. Because I heard him say something about that.
Him and Adam Sandler are close now because of Happy Gilmore.
No,
too.
but also heard he's going to have a blink and you miss it in Avengers Doomsday.
Huh. Okay. That's cool. But yeah, I do think MJF will be the one that takes the title off of Adam Page. It's either that or it's going to be Will Ospreay.
Well, also, if MIA right now is Swerve. But he's still nursing it.
I don't think it's going to be Swerve. Swerve would make sense because they have history. But I do think Ospreay...
Ospreay also.
But I think...
Another one I can see possibly doing it is Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, it's too early.
They haven't lose the TNT title.
I feel like Kyle Fletcher is going to win the title off of Ospreay. And I think
only reason is Kyle Fletcher has that world champion look.
Yeah, but I do think Ospreay. They're my God,
in 2009 Randy Orton.
Hey! You leave Timo, Randy Orton, and Miles Bourne alone, all right?
No, that's gay. Randy Orton and Miles Moore.
That can't be gay when he's tapping Stephanie Valkyrie, man. Lucky bastard.
No, we're talking about Kyle Fletcher.
Oh. I was like...
No, him and Scott Hughes like that because apparently she found him in her clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's got this kind of blue, so...
Yeah,
anyways, I do think...
broke up because she found him in her clothes.
That's fucked up. I do think Will Ospreay will win the title at the next All In, which will be back in London, I think. It's back in Wembley Stadium next year.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So I do think Will Ospreay will win the title then. But in the meantime, I do think either potentially Swerve or MJF will win the titles before then. I do think the next one after this is it Revolution?
I gotta say, I would not mind seeing Swerve versus Will at All In.
I would love to see that.
Their history.
But
their
I also
history and their friendship.
I also wouldn't mind seeing MJF with Will either. I think Will matches up well with both of them. MJF.
That was a terrible match. When they fall for the international title, that was a terrible match.
But ultimately, Adam Page won't be the champion going into All In. Let's just say that. But that is the time. Yeah, that's all the time we have for this episode. We will be back next week. We will be back. We will be back. We will be back for next week. We will be back for next week for the predictions for War Games. So we will see you guys later. Peace. You built a monster.